And just like that, he was gone. Michigan fans woke up to the news. Longtime head basketball coach John Beilein leaving the university to jump to the NBA and become the next head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, saying in a tweet, "It has been a heck of a ride."
Yeah, Bernie's here now with us, and this move really came out of the blue, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they did. Well, I see. Oh, that was good.
Amazing
Yes.
blue. Yeah,
That's enough for me. Well, anyway, you are correct. It did come out of the blue. They were a little stunned at Michigan, and it is truly stunning because last July, John Beilein signed what Michigan called a lifetime contract after flirting with the Pistons about their head coaching job, and there was no word this was even a possibility. But today, Beilein agreed to a 5-year deal to coach the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got highlights of Beilein. Spent 12 years in Ann Arbor, winning as coach in the history of the program. Took the Wolverines to the NCAA championship game twice. He won 2 Big Ten regular season titles, 2 Big Ten tournament titles, and he takes over a Cavs team that is in the NBA draft lottery, which takes place tomorrow night. So the question is, why at the age of 66 did John Beilein want to do this? The NBA is nothing like the college game. One source told me today Beilein is a brilliant basketball coach, probably would like to see if he can do it on the big stage. Well, standing by live in Ann Arbor with what Michigan thinks of this decision is Jason Colthorpe. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Bernie, and I can confirm that this parking space I'm in has been empty all day, at least since 10 a.m. And why is that important? Well, it belongs to one John Beilein, and it's empty, kind of like the hearts of all Michigan fans today. Now, we did run into one of the players today who had said that he hadn't met with the coach just yet, but that was around noon. Either way, whether they had or hadn't, they were shocked, just like everyone else, to find out. Whether you got the breaking news alert on your phone or heard it on sports radio.
Officials in Michigan confirming earlier today John Beilein has decided to leave the Wolverines basketball program.
It was a gut punch for Michigan fans.
He's gone. It sucks on so many different levels.
Who didn't have a hint this was coming.
It sucks that he did so much great at Michigan basketball, and we all knew how it was before.
I see it and I'm like, wow. I text all my friends and they're like, oh no, like this can't be happening.
Well, I woke up, got breaking news from ESPN. Not a fan. We don't like talking about it. We're already losing like 3 players on the Michigan basketball team. Now he wants to leave.
Losing 3 players early to the draft meant Beilein had to unexpectedly retool his team again in a short time. Instead, the 66-year-old coach will take over a Cleveland Cavaliers team that needs a lot of work after a 19-63 record this year.
He did a monumental thing here, and I mean, I guess now we need to find someone to replace him.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do next year. Like season tickets, I don't know this year.
John Beilein today, if you're a Michigan basketball fan, he just crushed your heart.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of assistant coaches coming and going here since we've been here today. They don't want to say anything about this. We should point out the athletic director also issued a statement today saying there will be a national search coming up. And coming up at 6, we'll have the personal message some fans have for John Beilein, who we should point out was wooed away to Cleveland by a Michigan State grad, Dan Gilbert. Back to you guys.
Oh, but that's strategery. I like that. There you go.
So who's going to take his place?
Well, there's a lot of names floating around. The guy from Texas Tech, Beard, who beat him in the NCAA, so forth and so on. I will tell you this one story that Tom Izzo told me a couple of years ago when he was flirting with going to the Cavaliers. Right. He got a call from Brad Stevens. Those two are very, very close. Stevens is the head coach of the Celtics. He told Izzo, do not leave East Lansing. It is a different animal in the NBA. You don't want any part of this. You are the king in East Lansing. Here, you will be a pauper. Do not leave East Lansing.
So my first phone call might be to Brad Stevens.
I would think you're exactly right.
Who was pretty darn good at Butler.
Absolutely right. Yep, that would be it.
All right. Much more ahead on a very busy Monday.